You're walking over thousands of secrets. Right now, beneath the luxury stores on Fifth Avenue, there is a labyrinth that the government tried to erase from the maps. Forgotten subway stations, top-secret military bunkers, and tunnels that once fed the biggest mob empires in history. Today, in just 6 minutes, we're going down where the sunlight has never reached. Prepare yourself, because what you're about to see is not in your history books. First, we go deep beneath the City Hall. This station is a masterpiece of tilework and gold chandeliers, built in 1904, but it was shut down in 1945 because the curved tracks were too dangerous for newer, larger trains. Today, it remains a frozen time capsule, locked in eternal silence. If you take the 6 train at night, you can still see its faded glow as it passes through the dark. It's haunting, beautiful, and completely forbidden to the public. But that's just the beginning. Hidden beneath the Grand Central Terminal lies a place called M42. During World War II, this massive bunker was so secret that it didn't appear on any official government map. It housed critical machinery powering the city's rail lines. Guards had orders to shoot anyone who entered without clearance. If an enemy had sabotaged this basement, the entire city's troop transport system would have been paralyzed instantly. The tunnels go deeper, connecting to a web of forgotten passages used by the mob during Prohibition. These were the true veins of New York, moving illegal cargo while the city slept above. Some say Al Capone himself used these underground paths to bypass the authorities and secure his empire. The history of these walls is stained with secrets, and the deeper we dig, the more we realize that the real story is much darker than we ever imagined. But that is a mystery for later. But why stop there? Beneath the chaos of the streets, there are plans for tunnels that were never finished. City planners dreamt of massive expansions, but the soil was too unstable and the cost too high. These unfinished segments were sealed off, leaving behind empty caverns and rusted tools from a century ago. They are dark, forgotten voids that sit right under our feet, serving as a reminder that New York's history is built on abandoned ambition and broken dreams. Those who dare to explore these forbidden zones describe a heavy atmosphere. Some claim that if you stand long enough in the silence of the deeper tunnels, you can hear echoes of the past, the rhythmic sound of boots on concrete, or the faint hum of machinery that hasn't run in decades. It isn't just the wind or the settling of the foundation. It's the feeling that you are being watched by the ghosts of the laborers who were buried here, in the city's concrete veins. There's also a system of tunnels meant only for the elite. These were designed to move officials during a catastrophe. Unlike the dirty, cramped tunnels of the common subway, these are clean, reinforced, and lead to undisclosed locations far from the island. They represent the ultimate inequality of the city, a way out for the few, while the rest of the population is left trapped in the concrete jungle above. These routes remain strictly off-limits, guarded by silence. All these paths converge in the darkest corners of the city. We are talking about miles of underground pipes and conduits that served as perfect hiding spots for the underworld. When the police looked for the mob stash, they couldn't find it. Why? Because the evidence wasn't on the streets. It was hidden in plain sight, just inches beneath the sidewalk. The underworld literally built its kingdom on a foundation of hidden tunnels, right under the police's noses. So, the next time you walk down Fifth Avenue, stop for a second. Listen to the ground beneath you. You are moving over a graveyard of industrial secrets, illegal deals, and forgotten lives. New York is not just the skyline you see. It is what happens below. We have only scratched the surface of this underground labyrinth. But as the shadows grow longer, we must ask, what else is hidden down there, waiting to be found? The true city lies beneath the stone. Beyond the crime and the bunkers, there is pure engineering. Deep in the dark, massive pumps work around the clock to keep the city from flooding. Without these machines, New York would literally sink into the swamp it was built upon. It is a silent, mechanical war against nature that never stops. Most people walk over these heavy iron grates every single day, never realizing that their entire world is supported by giant steel gears and pipes that have been turning for a century. And we cannot talk about the tunnels without mentioning the true residents of this underground world, down here. The rats have built their own civilization, moving through the pipes like they own the place. They have adapted to the darkness and the filth, growing bold and resilient. Exploring these tunnels means invading their territory, and you can feel their presence in the shadows. It is a grim reminder that, in the absence of sunlight, other forms of life will always find a way to claim the dark. Many of these tunnels were the vision of a single architect who died penniless, his plans dismissed by the city officials of his time. He saw a New York that could grow downward, a true subterranean society. Today, his original, hand-drawn blueprints sit in a forgotten, dusty archive, marked with rejected in red ink. But the tunnels were built anyway. It makes you wonder, who really decided to build this place, and what was their true intent for these massive, hidden corridors? There is a growing subculture of urban explorers who risk everything to document these spaces. They carry cameras and flashlights, crawling through narrow vents just to catch a glimpse of the past. Many of them never come back with photos, only stories of things they saw in the dark that they cannot explain. They talk about shadows that move against the light and doors that should be locked but are wide open. They aren't just exploring history, they are uncovering the city's deepest trauma. We are nearing the end of our journey, but the secrets are far from exhausted. Every street corner in this metropolis has a story buried under 10 feet of concrete. The government maps are just a facade, a thin layer of order over a chaotic reality. The tunnels aren't just empty spaces. They are the memories of a city that has seen too much and said too little. We've seen the bunkers, the mafia paths, and the ghosts. But what is waiting for us in the deepest level of all? This brings us to the most dangerous connection of them all. Records show that these tunnels lead to a vault that hasn't been opened since the Prohibition era. And inside, clues pointing directly to Al Capone's hidden empire. The evidence of how he controlled the city's heart without ever stepping on the streets. We are ready to expose the vault. If you want to know what Capone left behind in the dark, you need to subscribe. The next chapter will change everything you know about New York.